Majid. I welcome you all to ALMPG's webinar on data science and analytics. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So let's get started. We have a lot to cover, inshallah. I see a lot of brothers still joining in. It was there was a waiting room, so I removed it. Now anybody can easily join in. I don't have to admit them. I am new to Zoom, so please pardon me if I make any mistakes here. So let's get started. So why and for who is this webinar for? This webinar is for anybody who wants to learn about data science. This will give you a good overall picture of what is the data science and what is that you can do with it, and you can analyze easily that if this is a field you want to get into. So this is for anybody who is coming from any other different technology. You don't need to have any background. It's more of an educational webinar, right? Giving you kind of, I would say, not even bird's eye view, but kind of a start to end overall picture. Alhamdulillah, Brother Mo Medwani, we have done a lot of webinars with him, and this is kind of one of the similar webinars we did a few months back, or actually we have been doing almost every other year with him such webinars to educate the community, educate freshers that why and why you want to be into data science, inshallah. So that's what we will cover, inshallah. So webinar format, I have the format is pretty simple. It's a 1.5 hour session. Hopefully, if we don't have a lot of questions, we will cover in 1.5 hours session, inshallah. There will be a 5-minute break depending on how the presenter wants to, when the presenter wants to take a break, and then a Q&A at the end. But feel free to put in any questions you have in the chat box. Inshallah, Brother Mo will take your questions. Okay, what is the agenda? What are we going to cover today? Inshallah, we will cover what is data science, why data science. This is very important. Understanding why what is data science is different, and understanding why it is different. Why data science? I mean, why we need to learn data science, inshallah, and why data science actually evolved. So inshallah, we'll learn about that. We'll learn about type of analytics and data science portfolio. I'm pretty sure you all are aware of the agenda we already mentioned when you were registering. So we will go through all these aspects when we are learning about this session, inshallah. And also at the end, we will have a quick demo of a business problem. By the way, I myself, I am into business analytics, BI, business intelligence. So this is a good session for me as well. I will learn about the new trends in data science and learn about a quick business problem as well. Also, we will discuss about a full course, which Mo Medwani is offering. Feel free if you want to join in. If not, that's fine. Alhamdulillah, I have seen, I was actually a student of Brother Mo back in 2016, I believe, 2016. So Alhamdulillah, I was able to get a lot of benefit from his course, inshallah. Feel free if you like the course. He is a blessing for the community. He has done a lot of free sessions for the community, just to make sure that the community people are not left out for learning data science. And question and answer at the end, but feel free, stop us if you have any questions. We have a lot to cover, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask us, okay? Now I would like to invite Brother Mo Medwani. Alhamdulillah, he's a data scientist, founder of BBDS. That's his company. He has an MBA, MSIT, and MSTS. Alhamdulillah, and that's his email address. Brother Mo, let me know if that is your still, that's a correct email address for you now. If not, just put it in the chat box so people can, inshallah, text you, email you any questions they have. And now, let's not wait further. I would like to invite Brother Mo. Brother Mo, can you unmute yourself? Let me pass you the ball.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Inshallah.
Jazakallah khair for doing this for ALMPG. We appreciate all your time always. By what name are you in the session, Brother Mo?
Say again?
By what name are you in the session? I want to pass you the ball.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, is that?
Uh, by what name have you joined into the session?
It's F. I'm sorry, my daughter is using my computer. It's FNA Midwani.
Okay, got it. Yes. So let me pass you the ball. Can you share your screen? Is it possible for you?
Yes, I will.
Or
Yes.
I
So
okay,
you
go
cannot.
ahead.
It says you cannot start. So I think you need to give me that permission.
Okay, got it. Make co-host. I think yeah, that should work. Go ahead, see if you can share your screen now. I'm new to
Yes.
Zoom. I don't have a habit of using this. I use other tools. So go ahead.
Just give me a
Are you
second.
able to share?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you guys see my screen?
All right. Yes, your screen just popped up. Okay, go ahead. You are on and you're logged in and loaded. Please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for
Yes,
joining, and thank you, LMPG, and thank you, brother Elias, for giving us the opportunity to meet again and share some of my humble experience in data science in general. Alhamdulillah, welcome everybody. Yeah, so let's dive deep into the lecture. So I am not, my apologies, I am not gonna respect the agenda. So I'm gonna start from a demo. So probably that's gonna drive attention better than simply a lecture. So this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna share with you an example, of a business problem that most of the companies they are suffering from, and using machine learning or data science in general, how using machine learning or data science in general would help them solve this type of problem. Do you guys see this spreadsheet?
yes, we can.
Okay, this is a real data from a mall. So in here, what do we have? We have two columns. We have customer ID. So this is simply a generic number given to a client when in the database. So we have a gender. So we have a lot of information about the clients, a lot of information about the clients, but we decide to eliminate some of the variables, some of the features that wouldn't add any value to the analysis. So we kept only the gender of the client. So then the age of the client, the estimated annual income of the client, and also we have here one.
Brother Mo,
Yes.
just a quick thing. Are you talking about Excel sheet? We just see Big Bang Data Science
Okay.
HCA
So
clustering
that's what was.
document.
Okay. So I need to. So let me stop sharing.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay, yes, now we can see. And by the way, I like your profile, your start, starting with the Big Bang as your
Yes.
company name is, going directly into the problem. I like this way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. So this is,
Go ahead.
as a matter of fact, you're gonna have a lot of information about the data about your clients, probably their physical addresses, phone number, email address, their interests, what they don't like, what they purchased in the last 5 months, in the last 6 months. So you're gonna collect, or the business is gonna collect a lot of information on the clients. But at the end, for you as a data scientist, you are not going to need all the features or all the variables collected on the clients. So for this example, for this today's demo, we are going to specifically use a few variables. We are going to use the gender of the client. So we have two level, male and female. We have the age, and we have the annual income, so if you want to shop with, let's say that if you want to shop with Walmart or with any grocery stores, and you are trying to get their credit card, of course they are going to ask you about your income, so yeah, so we have the income, for the clients. And we have here, this is one of the engineered feature. This feature is not in the database. This is something that we extracted from a combination of multiple features. So this score here is simply reflects your behavior. How many times you shopped with us in the last, let's say, 9 months or 12 months. So that is spending score. So how many times you shopped and how much money you spent in the last 12 months. So we did the math and we give you a score. So this is the data here. At this point of time, the marketing department, what they do is they send you on the daily, on the monthly basis, or on the every 4 months, they send you a mail. It's a physical mail with a promotion. And we, unfortunately, even though we have information about you, we don't know who you are. We don't know anything about you. So what we do, we simply send a generic mail, to all our clients. And unfortunately, the return of investment is very minimum, because some of you guys, some of our clients can deserve the so what's going on here is we are treating all our clients in the same level, and that is not true, because some of our clients, they like this versus this. Some of clients, they have money. Some of our clients, they are struggling, and this and that. So there's a lot of problems here, a lot of diversities here with the clients that prevents our customers, our clients to shop with us, or to be treated at the same level. So they hired you as a data scientist, and your task or your job is to design, or is to help the marketing management or the marketing department to design a strategy using machine learning, of course, to address to design a strategy to market, the marketing strategy based on preferences, based on some structure. So that is the plan. They hired as data scientists. They are going to spend probably 150,000 per annum, to bring you in so you can help them, instead of sending one generic email or mail. So we are going to send mails and emails based on what? Based on a similarities and dissimilarities. So that is the plan. So any question on the data? Any question on the data, or any question on the problem we're trying to solve? Brother Elias, you might need to open the floor to questions. If anyone have a question on the data, on the business problem trying to solve, please feel free to ask at this point of time.
Brother Moa, can you hear me?
Yes.
Quick question. Where did we got the spending score? Is that coming from the company, or did we created that? I mean. Yeah,
this is something we created based on the client behaviors.
Okay.
So how many times you shopped with us, how much money you spent, what the items you purchased, how many items you purchased. So we give you a score based on that combination, and based on your behavior in the last 12 months.
Got it. Okay.
So this animal here is not in database. This is something that we extracted from the data. Okay, so the plan is, as I said, they hired us as data scientists, and now we are going to use, I have a code in R and they have a code in Python. So I'm going to simply jump into the code in Python. I am not going to explain the code. This is not the time to explain the code. I'm simply going to show you how can we use machine learning to help this.
Brother Mo,
yes.
Just a quick question. I'm seeing two questions of similar way. They are asking, they are not clear about the business problem or the business question. Can you elaborate on that? Yeah.
Sure. So with this data that we have here, and the data that we have in database, we don't know, the business send, the business, let's say that the business at the monthly basis, they send out, one mail to all the clients. In that mail, there is a stamp involved, there is an envelope, there is a print, and there is a promotion. There is probably let's say a printout showing all the items that are going to be displayed for the next month. And this is only a way to market the business for the next month. So they sent one similar mail to all the clients. And of course, some of the clients will open up the mail and will respond. Some of them simply they are going to ignore it. So we don't want that to happen, because all the clients. So what we are doing at this point of time is we treat the clients at the same level. We are going to send them one mail, one printout or one promotion or one discount. So some of them they will take advantage of it. Some of them they will not even open the letter sent to them, because they know this is not something that they are interested in. So that is a waste of our resources, a waste of our time, and the return of investment is very, very minimal. So we don't want that to happen. We want to send a letter to someone, and we want to make sure that someone who receives the letter opens it and responds accordingly. So they brought you in so to fix this problem. And it happened to me in the past. I worked for a nonprofit organization, and this nonprofit organization, they rely heavily on the donations. So what they do, they have in their database more than 10 million constituent or subscriber, and they send them at least one mail per person per year. That is 10 million mails that's going to go out every year. And if you do the math, there is going to be a stamp at least for 50 cents. There's going to be an envelope. There's going to be one letter, and there's going to be a printout. There's going to be more than probably $5 billion wasted on the marketing side. And the return of investment is very minimal. So we don't want that to happen. We want to send only mails to the people we know ahead of time that they are going to respond back to us. So we don't want to send 10 million mails per year. We are going to send only 1 million to those who we know ahead of time that they are going to respond. That is how machine learning makes a difference. So we are going to bring you here. We are going to bring you in. And of course, we want to make, we are going to use machine learning to help us design a better marketing strategy. So hope that is clear. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into the coding. So we are going to use clustering. It's called k-means clustering. That is what we are going to use. So hopefully, let me take a look. Do you guys see my screen now? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do here is number one. I am not gonna explain the code, so please forgive me. I'm gonna simply jump to the point. So I am gonna import some of the packages we are gonna need. Of course, if you are taking the data science program, you are gonna learn all about these packages. So we are going to import NumPy for numerical Python. We are going to import Matplotlib for data visualization. We are going to import Pandas for, which is a package used for data manipulation, and Seaboard, which is an advanced package used for data visualization. So I'm going to run this. So it's running. You see there's a star here. It's running. So for a second, then it's going to turn into a number. It means it's complete. So I'm going to wait until it's complete. Here we go, it's done. Now I'm going to import my data. So import, read the data. So this is my data here. And as you see, this is all the features. This is just simply a few features, the hit function. The hit function here, what it does is simply displays the first 5 elements. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 starting from 0. So we got the customer ID, we got the gender, the age, the annual income, and the spending score. And if you look into, if you go back to the spreadsheet, that is the data we are going to have. Okay, so we read the data, then the second thing we gotta do here is simply we're gonna look into the shape, how many variables we have, how many, columns we have, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna run some of these features here, some of the codes here, but as I said, please forgive me, I don't think we are gonna have time to explain every code, all what I care about at this point of time is the end result. So for the shape, we got 200 elements, 200 clients, we got 5 variables. Let's take a look into the columns. So these are the columns here. Let's take a look into the info or the statistical information. So we have the customer ID, it's an integer. We have the gender, it's an object. We have the age, an integer, etc. This is some basic statistical information on the data. And so describe is another better, good function that's used in statistics. So it does simply help you understand the count, how many variables you have. So we have 200, 200, 200, 200. Otherwise, if you see any discrepancy, means you have a missing values. So it does help us to understand the mean, the standard deviation, the minimum, the first quartile, the second quartile, the third quartile, and the maximum for all the numerical variables. So that is what described as, it's always good to start understanding your data, make sure the data, the data you are using doesn't make sense statistically. Otherwise, you might not be able to explain the end result or the output. So that's why always we start with some basic statistical analysis on the data. Info is a method used to understand the data type. The describe is another method used to understand the statistical analysis of your data, the mean, the median, etc. It's simply used to describe the spread and the position of your data. Okay, after that, we move into looking into some data visualization. We are going to use histogram. Simply we are still doing, we are still trying to understand the data, either statistically or using some, some data visualization. So histogram is used for numerical data. So it does understand the interval and the spread of the data or the distribution of the data. Okay, of course, in most cases, in most cases, you are going to need a process to prepare or to make the data ready, a process to remove outliers, a process to remove missing values if there is any, a process to transform data from categorical to numeric. So for example, if we plan to use this feature here, gender, male and female, most algorithms which are designed using statistics, most math and statistics, most of these algorithms, they love to have numerical values instead of categorical values. So we need to transform this animal here from a category male and female into numeric, probably applying 0 to male and 1 to female, or vice versa. So we have, this is called transformation, categorical transformation, or transforming categorical data into numerical data. So that is part of the pre-processing. So we need to find missing values and fix them. I'm not gonna, we are gonna use this. There is a function, it's called sna.sum. So this simply this simply will display all the features having missing values. So all of them, they are zeros, means we don't have any missing value. Missing value is a problem, is a common problem you'll end up facing when you are working on a real project. And if at certain point of time you have to deal with missing values, otherwise the end result is going to be biased towards, this missing values will bias your end result. and we don't want to build a biased model. So if there is no missing values, we are going to drop them. One way to deal with missing values is using the drop NM, is just simply eliminate whatever columns or rows with missing values. But as I said, the data that we are using here is clean. Now there is no problem. There is no missing values. There is no outliers. There's one problem probably we have to deal with is transforming the gender into numeric, but we are not going to use the gender for building the model. So the two features we are going to use is simply we are going to use we are going to use the annual income and the spending score. So what we are trying to do here with this exercise is we are trying to segment, we are trying to group our client based on their similarities and dissimilarities. That is what we're trying to do. That is the strategy we are going to build for this marketing department. We are going to help them, segment the clients into groups based on some similar data structure. Okay, so I am going to skip data preparation, because simply there is nothing we can do. But of course, in the real world, you have to deal with missing values. You have to deal with impute missing values. You have to deal with you have to apply a method with missing values. One way to deal with missing values, you could eliminate, you could delete the rows and with missing values. You could impute missing values using mean, median, etc. You could use machine learning to predict the missing values. So you could use an algorithm, etc. There's so many things you could do here. But as I said, there is no time to explain that. Hopefully, we could do another tutorials in the future, free tutorials to go through this course one at a time. Okay, so I'm going to skip all these. Data feature selections means which features we are going to use. We cannot simply determine the features to use, so we have to use some scientific method to detect or to identify the features that we are going to use for our model. And everything is in red, as you see here, because we are not going to use them at this point of time. So data transformation, I'm not going to use. Labeling, I'm not going to use this. One-hot encoding is another technique for transformation. I'm not going to use this. So I'm going to skip all this. Binarization, transformation, converting string to label. I'm gonna skip normalization, rescale, standardization. I'm not gonna use that. So that is a lot of pre-processing techniques here that you are gonna need. You are gonna find out. You are gonna be obliged to utilize to prepare, pre-process your data. So please remember, this is a golden rule that, and you need always to remember this rule that machine learning is garbage in, garbage out. If your data is a mess, of course you are going to design a messy algorithm or messy solution. So it's garbage in, garbage out. So before you design a solution for a business problem using machine learning, you need to make sure that the data is ready to go by simply applying some of these listed techniques here. So now because we have the data ready, the data is not a mess, the data is good to go. So luckily we don't need to go through all these steps to pre-process the data for machine learning. The data is already ready. So after that, because we are gonna use machine learning, we are gonna use scikit-learn, and scikit-learn is a package that designed for machine learning in Python. And so one of the requirements for this machine learning or from the scikit-learn is you need to identify X and Y. So X is going to be all your independent variables, and the Y is going to be all your dependent variables. So my X here is going to be 3 and 4. So if you look into the data one more time, so this is a 0, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my X is going to be annual income, and the Y is going to be spending score. So I'm trying to find a common, common structure between these two variables here. We are going to use these two variables here to find, the common structure or the similarities, and based on that similarities, we are going to group, or we are going to segment our client, our customers accordingly. Okay. Okay, so we are going to use here, I'm going to identify X and Y. So if I want to look into the values for X, so simply we are going to do X here, and we should get the variables, the two variables, from 3 and 4. So this is the client. I'm sorry, this is the income, and this is the credit score, or the shopping score. And the Y is going to be only the one variable, going to be lowercase y, and here we go. So we want to find a common structure or similarity. We want to detect the similarities using these two variables. So to do that, in order to do that, we are going to use one type of machine learning. It's called clustering analysis. And clustering analysis, in here, we are trying to detect, we're trying to find some similarities and dissimilarities between using the Euclidean distance. Now, it's all math behind the scene, but we don't care about the math at this point of time. Now, all we care about is that we have the algorithm already been established. Simply importing the package and using it, and try to transform, to find a solution for the problem. Okay, so again, I am not going to explain the code. So please forgive me, and please don't let this push you from learning data science. If you are not a programmer, that is not an excuse. When I started my journey, I knew nothing about Python or R. So don't let that the fact that you don't know programming, or you are not good in programming like me when I started. Don't let that stop you from learning data science. Okay, so this is an easy piece of cake. Python is very easy, and you don't need to learn Python programming. You simply need to learn Python for data science, and these are two different animals. Of course, if you know Python programming, you are going to be better than someone who knows only Python for for data science. But start with Python for data science, and later try to dive deep into learning the Python programming. So we are going to import from scikit-learn. We are going to import the model, and we are going to import some other techniques, standard scaling, and the pipeline. And of course, we are not going to use the pipeline for the moment. So I'm going to import the packages, and for the packages, I'm going to switch to different website. It's called scikit-learn. Do you guys see this? Hello? Please confirm if you see. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the package. This is the website for that package. It's called scikit-learn. So the package does support classification if you want to predict a class for a problem, or regression if you want to predict. For classification, you're trying to predict a binary target variable. For regression, you're trying to predict a continuous target variable like value of a house, salary. You're trying to predict a number or a value. for the clustering is you're trying to find the segment, trying to find a group, trying to find some similarities between using your data. And of course, the scikit-learn can be used for dimensionality reduction, for model selection, for processing. So if you really want to be a superhero data scientist, you need to master the scikit-learn. You need to spend time learning, just playing with this website. It is going to get you somewhere, inshallah, in the future. So we are going to use this packaging here to import the clustering. So going back to my code. So I'm going to import from scikit-learn cluster. So from this scikit-learn cluster, I'm going to import k-means clustering. So this is the model. This is the algorithm we are going to use to build our model. Okay, and now we are gonna, import. Yeah, now we are gonna, and also for the clustering, one of the problem with the clustering is we don't know how many clusters we are gonna make, or we don't have any idea of what would be the optimal cluster, what would be the optimal groups or optimal segments that we are gonna create. There is a technique called elbow method. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go through this, but I'm going to simply run it. And so this elbow here, it does tell you, the optimal number of clusters we are going to create. It's called elbow. It's called elbow here. So we're trying to, find, the optimal number is going to be here at this corner here. So this is the optimal number. So if you go back to our code, so this is the elbow, and the optimal number is going to be between 4 and 5, which is going to be between 4 and 6 is going to be 5. So this is the optimal number. This is simply a suggestion. The optimal number of clusters we are going to create is number 5. So out of this data here that we are using, we are going to create 5 optimal groups or 5 optimal clusters. Okay, so now I'm going to build a model. I'm going to scale my data. The data has to be scaled. That means it's going to be in the same range between 0 and 1. So hopefully it's not going to break. Here we go. So now I created the groups. So we have we have 200. So we have 200 clients. So if you go back to the shape, so the shape, we have 200 clients. And now we created, out of that 200 clients, we created 5 groups. Groups with different similarities and with different perspectives or different structure. Okay, so if you look into this, so these are our groups. So client number 1 belongs to the group number 3. Client number 2 belongs, belongs to cluster number 4. Client number 3 belongs to cluster number 3. Client number 4 belongs to client number 4. Client 199 belongs to group number 2, and client 200 belongs to client number 1. So we have 5 clusters. We got 0 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So now we have a structure of the clients. So before, we have only, when we started this, when we started the assignment or the project, we have only one structure. We don't know nothing about the clients. All what we know about the clients is their age, gender, annual income, and spending. So we don't know any similarities. We don't know any we don't have any segmentation. So now we were able, using machine learning, we were able to to create 5 clusters. And now we are going to label them. Now we are going to label them, and we are going to visualize them. There we go. And now we are going to visualize them. And this is the most funny part. Okay, and here we go. So this is the most funny part. There we go. So so this is our 200 clusters. So these are 200 clusters, and as you see here, it's so we have 5 clusters. So we got, this is class. This is one cluster. This is second, third, and fourth, and fifth. So of course, with we are going to label them. I have a code to label them in R, but not in Python. But with this, now if we were able to label them, means we need to identify who is who. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy, etc. And what cluster they belong to. So we are going to be able to use to create or to establish 5 different strategies. So if we were to give these people here, based on the similarities, 10% discount. So these people, we are going to give them probably these people 0% because they are normal. So these people, we are going to give them 5%. These people here, we are going to give them 30%. And these people, are going to give them probably 15%. So this way here, we know that they are going to be the return investment is going to be very high compared to before we send them only 1 letter and we give them 10%. So if we give them 10%, we are not going to benefit from this team, and we are not going to benefit from this team, and we are going to lose money here. We are going to lose money here, and we are going to benefit only from this part in here. That is now the importance of bringing or using machine learning to determine, to fix this type of problems. Okay, so now what we got to do here is we are going to label them. Now I'm going to label them very quick. And so I'm going to label them into neutral. So 0 is going to be means they're normal. So BB means big money. So big money means they're making a lot of money and they are spending a lot of money with us. BL, they are making a lot of money and they are spending less money with us. LL, they are making less money and they are spending less money with us. LB, they are making less money. Their income is very low, but they are spending a lot of money with us. So, and normal income means they are making just average and they are spending average. BB means this is something they come up with. You could label them wherever you want. Means they are making a lot of money. Their income is very high, and their score, their behavior is very high. So BB means I don't think we should give them any discount because they're making a lot of money, and they are spending a lot of money with us anyway. So big money, less money means B means they are making their income is very high, but they are spending less money with us. So we need to send them a different communication. So probably we should give them here 30% or 25%, trying to encourage them, since they have money, trying to encourage them to spend money with us. So less money, these people, they are making less money and they are spending less, so we should give them more discount also, trying to encourage them to spend money with us. These people here, they are making less money and they're spending a lot of money with us. So probably we are not going to give them any discount. So that is the plan for this. And now I'm going to save, and here we go. So this is all my clients. We have more in the normal, means they are making just average and spending only average. So probably my concentration, or the marketing concentration, we are gonna send them five. We are gonna we are gonna have five different strategies, different marketing strategies, and different way of communication, different way, five ways of dealing with our clients. So we have people who are making less money and they are spending less money with us. People who are making less money and spending a lot of money with us. People who are making just average. People who are making a lot of money and they are spending a lot of money with us. People who are making a lot of money and they're spending less money with us. And so now I created a different SBS file, and let me go and pull the file. So hopefully I'm gonna have it here ready. Just give me a
Brother,
second.
we can only see the snipping tool.
Yes,
I'll
right,
show you
yes,
something
just,
else.
yeah, just give me 1 second. I'll try to find. Here we go. So now I'm gonna share again. So this is my file. So this is the cluster. Here we go. So now we started with a few variables. Customer ID. Let me delete this. Yeah, customer ID, gender, age, annual income, spending. Now we have the cluster. So we were able to classify them, to cluster all our clients into 5 groups. And these 5 groups is what we are going to give to the management to design the communications accordingly. So now we know what to send and we know what to expect. So before we simply send, before we brought you in as data scientists, we we have only one strategy, one marketing strategy, and that is to send a letter every month to all 200 letters every month. Since we have only 200 clients in the database. But imagine you have 20 million clients in the database. That is going to be 20 million letters going out every month or every 4 months or every year. But it doesn't matter if even for every year that is a lot of money, and the return of investment is going to be very, very low, and you'll be losing a lot of money because some of your clients deserve, let's say they deserve 5% discount and you are giving them 10% discount. So you are wasting 5% extra for those who deserve only 5. But with this machine learning, when they brought you in, you designed a solution using cluster analysis. So now we have a clue, of the segments, and we know what to send. We know what type of discounts deserves, per every segment deserves. So you are saving money, you are making money. And before you brought you in as data scientist, we simply send in random letters with no scientific method behind it. Okay, question, concern about this? So this is very simple, a very simple problem that can be solved using machine learning. Very, very simple. But of course, machine learning, it's across industries, across problems. Okay, let me take a break of 5 minutes, to give you guys a chance to ask questions on the problem, on the, in general. So if you have any questions, please speak up. Brother Elias, any questions?
So you guys should be able to unmute yourself. I just turned off the options. If you guys have any questions to Brother Mo, please
Hello,
feel
Mo.
free to
This
unmute.
is Mo. This is Sadiq. How are you doing? Thank you very much for taking time and just trying to help us and understand the basics of data analytics. I have one question regarding cluster.
Sure.
So cluster, what is it that we group customers together based on something criteria or?
Yes, it's in clustering, simply what it does is groups the clients based on some hidden similarities. You cannot group your clusters, your clients based on the age or gender. This is not hidden. This is already known. So, but there is something that is hidden. There is a structure that is hidden between annual income and spending score that is not known to us. So this is where machine learning comes into the picture and try to pull out or detect that similarities using some mathematical equation. And one of the methods that I used here is called Euclidean distance.
So
How
we find
close?
these.
Yes.
So we find these variables from the data, or customer provides us these things.
No, the model find the similarities using the information we have collected from the clients. So the clustering analysis is trying to find the hidden similarities or dissimilarities, not the known. So you can, if you try to cluster your client as either male or female, that is not machine learning, because anyone can do male and female. Even a kid, if you give him data, they can identify male and from female. So that is not machine learning. Machine learning is try to look, too far behind, trying to find some hidden, unknown similarities. So if you look into the annual income and the spending, and if I ask you a question, what is the similarities between between all these clients using annual income and spending score? Of course, you are not going to know, because there's something hidden, and we have to use some mathematical scientific method or mathematical equation here to identify those hidden similarities, and that is where the clustering comes into the picture. So there is a lot of math behind the scene that comes, that brings or creates or detect this feature here.
Can you show us the code that you got from the Jupyter for that clustering mathematical formula, which library you used?
Yes, that's what I did. Yeah, I shared that already.
Okay.
So here we go.
Can you filter on one?
Yeah, give me a second,
cluster?
one more second. Here we go. So the package used, it's called K-means. So if from scikit-learn, so the package I use is this one, is this animal here. This is animal here. You see it? And I was able to create some segments. No, this is one. So segments. That's why I did. Clear?
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to go through. But if I don't mind if Brother Elias wants to do this in the future. We could schedule another inshallah, another lecture for the coding only. I could go through line by line to explain how this works. So so at the end, using all this code, we were able to use labeling, and now we design 5 scientific, this is very important, scientific marketing strategies. So that is gonna simply, push or generate more revenue the moment you start using the strategies. Okay, so that is how important you are gonna be as someone who have skills to transform a problem into a product, and that is what data science come into the picture, and that is the role of data scientist. So now I'm gonna jump straight to
Brother Bindwani, sorry.
yes,
I have a question.
sure, brother.
Can you switch back to the Excel?
Sure. Here we go.
Yeah. Can you filter on one what you call the cluster? One cluster.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let me
Go to
open
the
up the
other
other file.
field where you have clusters. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Here it is. Can you filter on one cluster? For example,
sure, brother.
LL. BB. Okay, let's see. Let's study this. What are the similarities that we can see? We can determine based on the data that the tool has given to us, right?
Sure,
So
yes.
I see BB is grouped for.
Hold on, brother. Please hold on. Good question. Good question. So now you see, BB means they are making big money and they are spending big money with us. So if you look into their income is 67,000, 69,000, and their score is 91. So BB, they are making 1,000 and their score is 68. 72,000, 71. Okay. So that's why it's BB. It's big money. They are making big money and they are spending big money with us. Let's take a look into, for example, LL.
Yeah.
They are making 15,000. They are making 39. They are making 16,000. They are making. They are spending 6,000 with us. They are making 17. Sorry, their score is 6. They are making 17,000. Their score is 40. It's very small numbers. 4, 31, 5, etc.
Right.
Brother
So,
Medwani, is this the spending score is the number of the items, people? What is that?
So the spending score is your behavior. Is a combination of how many times you shopped with us, how much money you spend, and how many items you purchased in the last 12 months or 5 months, or whatever. But it's so this is your behavior. This is your score. This is how important you are to us.
So it can vary from number of different factors then.
No, it's going to be yes, but the value is going to be from 1 to 100. 1 is going to be you are 3 or 1, it means you are not beneficial to us,
not spending,
and 100% means you are best.
Understood. Thank you.
There we go. And let's do for example BL. BL means, can anyone tell me what BL means?
Big and low. Low spending.
Yeah.
Big
earning,
low
they are making, these folks here, they are making a lot of money, and they are spending, their score is very low. So this guy, they are making 70,000 and this score is 29. This guy here is 73,000 and this score is 5. So 137 and score is 80. 126 20. So no, they are not spending money with us. Their behavior is very low, but they are making a lot of money. So what would be, if you were a manager, if you were a marketing manager, what would be the discount you are going to give to these people? They have money, but how do you encourage them to spend money with us? So of course, because they have money, probably they are going to deserve 30%. So imagine that you got, you got a promotion, or, in the mail saying, hey guy, come next month and I promise to give you 30%. Of course, all of these people, they are going to take advantage of that. But if you do the same, for BB, you cannot give them 30%. It's going to be a waste. They are going to spend money anyway. So why do you know would you risk the business by giving them 30%? So probably we could give them 5% or no discount. So no discount for these people here because we know they have money and we know they are going to spend money anyway. So no discount. Don't ever send them anything in that. Probably you could send them a brochure in the mail with all the menu or all the items going to be sold next month. So no discount. So in here you are saving the business some money for the business.
Okay. So to which category you are proposing a discount, Brother Midwani?
So, brother, I barely hear you. I cannot hear you.
Which category, which cluster you are proposing a discount?
Now, I mean, that is the business that has to make that decision. My responsibility as data scientist, or your responsibility as data scientist, is to help, build this clustering here, and explain that to the management. Tell them, in LL is all your client who are making less money and they are spending less money. It's totally up to you as a manager to make a decision what discount they deserve. No,
Brother Mo,
LB.
just a quick time check. We have 25 more minutes. So.
Okay, so now we get to jump into the most important part. So sorry guys, if brother Elias wants to organize a different meeting, inshallah, I will be happy to go through this one more time in R and in Python, so you can see the picture clearly, and that this should drive your attention to learn data science. And as a matter of fact, before I dive into the lecture, if I want to hire you today, brothers and sisters, I would look into two things in your resume. And I'm not saying this is what the experts are saying. So they are going to look into the level of expertise and level of education. So if you level of expertise, level of experience means if you have 15 years of experience in a domain, you are better than someone who has only 5 years or someone who just graduated. Level of education, if you have a PhD in a domain, you are better than a master's degree, better than a bachelor degree, etc. But tomorrow, if you want to secure your spot in tomorrow's market, and this is critical, this is very, very important, brothers and sisters, beside having an experience and beside having an education, you have to have a level of analytics in your resume. So one critical component is how much you know about analytics. And this is where the data science comes into the pictures. Everybody have to learn. You have to learn data science regardless if you are going to learn, if you are going to use it to find a job, or simply you want to secure, use it to improve yourself. Data science or analytics in general, you have to show some type of analytics in general in your resumes. Otherwise, it is going to be so tough, so hard to secure your spot in the future market. Okay, so
do you categorize this IT field or non-IT field?
Yeah, so no, it doesn't matter, brother. It doesn't matter if you are IT or non-IT. You got to learn analytics.
Hello, I have a question.
This is an IT field.
Yeah, please hold on, brothers and sisters. Please give me 1 second. Let me pull up the. I'm trying to pull up the. Trying to pull up the lecture.
I have a quick question. Can I ask?
Yes, please hold on, bro. Please hold on. Well, Inez, you might need to stop recording because I'm having problems with loading the lecture. So please pause it for the moment. I'm going to do here, I'm going to talk about the program that we are offering to the community. So Alhamdulillah, so this is the program that we offer to the community. It's 29 weeks. So we are doing this for the 12th time, so this is batch number 12. And as a matter of fact, Alhamdulillah, this program has been acquired by Universidad Autónoma of Chile. It's one university in Chile, and they are going to transform it into postgraduate, 2 postgraduate diplomas in data science and machine learning. And Alhamdulillah, that is the quality of the program you are going to get. So we have a very, a lot of faculties here. Ed Pujak, Abdullah, Edwin, they all have PhDs, Alhamdulillah. So we were able to recruit them. So they are going to help with this program. So this is a 29 weeks program, 4 times a week, 3 hours and a half per session.
What is the cost of this program, brother?
Say again?
What is the cost of this program?
Yeah, I will address that. The cost for the program, before I answer the cost for the program, brother, I would love to compare, our program with General Assembly. General Assembly, they have a program, it's 12 weeks. Alhamdulillah, our program is way better, more advanced than what they do, what they provide, and their program is 15,000. So it's 16,000. Take it or leave it. With our program, we're making it affordable for the community for only $25.99 for payment. So what you are going to get with this program, it's 29. The program was sourced out of my 7 years of experience in data science, my master degree from Columbia University in machine learning, my master degree in data science from Maryland University, and my PhD in artificial intelligence, still working on it. So it's high quality, alhamdulillah, more affordable for the community, $25.99 for payment. And what you are going to get is a live stream. You are going to see me live with the camera. And for those who don't know me, I'm going to do one thing here. I'll try to see if I can use the camera. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Zoom. Unfortunately. Yes, here we go. So can you guys see me?
No, we can't. Where are you? I am still looking for you on the screen.
I see you.
I don't see myself. That's weird. Anyway, salam alaikum. This is me.
Walaikum assalam. Brother, you have to click on your camera.
No,
I did click on my camera. I did.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, I see you too.
Yeah, but I don't see myself for a reason. But anyway, this is me. This is my office, my humble office, my books, my life. So this is where you are gonna get engaged with me and one-to-one session. So for the program, as I said, it's 29 weeks. It was 18 weeks last batch. Now we transformed it to 29 weeks. And what you are going to learn Python, NumPy, Keras, TensorFlow, Matplotlib, scikit-learn, Seaborn, Pandas, stat models, Gensim, Studio, RStudio, ggplot4r, Tableau, RapidMiner, MySQL, SAS Enterprise Miner, and BigML. These are the tools you are going to go home with, inshallah, after you complete the program. And we have 10 projects, 10 industry projects, and this is what's going to make a difference later. As a hiring manager, I really don't care from where you get your degrees or what type of degrees you have. I don't care about that. All I care about as a hiring manager is how many problems you solved in the past and how many problems you are able to solve in the future if I was to bring you in. And so this 10 project is actually, there are 22 projects. but we are going to limit, it's totally up to you. If you have time, you want to work on more than one project, feel free to do so. But it is required at least 10 projects should be completed during the program. And the way we work is we are gonna segment our students into 5 or 10 groups. So every group will be assigned a different projects, but you will work on the projects on a weekly basis, and you are going to be prepared to discuss your projects every third week. So even though you are not going to be working on these 10 projects, you are going to be working only one project, but you will be discussing the projects with other teams. So you will learn from other 10 projects later. And those, you should be able to list all these projects in your resume, and that's what's going to make a difference. When the managements see that you completed projects on customer churning, on fraud detection, or on so many business problems, then that's what's going to make a difference later if I was to hire you. So it's 29 weeks. We have so we are going to talk. It's going to treat everybody from zero, from nowhere. So we don't care about if you have IT background or you don't. We don't care about the age. We are going to treat everybody from the same level, and we are going to we are going to start from zero to the advanced level, alhamdulillah. So towards the end of the program, we are going to have 1 month of project. So this is an individual project. This is a real project we are going to give you, and we are going to mentor you, of course, to apply everything that you learned during the program. Then we are going to have more than 200 questions for interviews. Then we are going to have some real challenge interviews. Then resume preparation. Then we are going to help you with the CAP certificate. The CAP certificate only, the training for the CAP certificate is 1,000. And we are going to get that free of charge, included. And we are going to have some big data. So the program is 4 times a week, every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8 a.m. To 11 p.m. And of course, sometimes we are going to go, from 8 to 10, 8 to 10:30, but the max is from 8 to 11. So the program is going to start next Saturday, next Saturday at 9 a.m. And this is the program, so we have week 1, session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4. Week 2, session 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Week 3, so this is the third week. We are going to have session 1, crash course in R, crash course in Python, crash course in statistics, and the third one is going to be a discussion of the project. So you have 3 weeks that as I said, we are gonna segment, we are gonna group the students into groups, and we are gonna assign them a project. So you are gonna meet with your team. You'll be discussing the first phase of the project, and your team lead has to come prepared on the third week to discuss the project. So everybody's going to be there. You'll be listening to your projects, and you'll be listening to other projects. So we learn from one another. That's inshallah, at the end, you should be familiar with 10 projects, even though you worked only on one project. So going all the way to the end, we are going to have here, we are going to have here an individual project. So this is a real projects, all of the projects, they are real, but this one is going to be an individual. It's going to be assigned to you. No one is going to help you. We are going to mentor you. We are going to assist you, but the code is yours. The structure is yours. Everything is yours. So after that, we are going to give you a chance to evaluate how good you are using 120 real industry questions. Then we are going to give you some challenges. So these challenges here, they are my challenges. In the past, I had more than 80 plus interviews. I was not trying to get a job because I'm in school. But I try to do some, do some interviews to simply know what the management are looking for, and that's going to help me to design the project or the program according to the market. It's not the theory. So what you learn is what is needed in the market. So some of these interviews, I passed, alhamdulillah, I passed them all, but some of them, they want to test how good I am with applying or putting a solution into coding. So they gave me 24 hours take-home test, and they want you to come up with the solution and explain the solution to the management. So these are some of the top solutions or top take-home 24 take-home tests that I was given. I'm sharing them with my students. So, and I'm going to mentor them. So at least prepare them for the interview. After that, if you feel you are good, means if you know you are good, you're good to go, then we are going to help you with resume preparation, interview preparation, and we are going to try to market you free of charge. Otherwise, if you feel that you are not ready yet, then we are going to train you another 29 weeks free of charge. And at the end of the 29 weeks, if you feel that you are good to go, then we are going to help you, inshallah, we are going to help you with resume preparation, interview preparation, and job placement. Again, if you feel you are not ready yet after the second 29 weeks, then we are going to repeat. We are going to train you again another 29 weeks free of charge. So we are going to keep training you over and over. Once you complete one batch, we are going to try. We are going to keep training you over and over until you land the job of your dream, inshallah. And at the end, you are going to have we are going to have you'll be trained for a certified analytics professional. That is a very tough certificate, but if you have it, you are the one, you are the man, you are the person. They are going to be companies are going to be chasing or going after. So this certificate here will cost you, if you want to take it in the market, is going to cost you $1,000 for the training only, plus $800 for the test. So we are going to cover the training fee here. You are not going to pay anything; it's included. And after that, then you are going to have a self-paced for big data, Hadoop developer, etc. And you are going to have a blockchain digital certificate, something like this. And as a matter of fact, you're also going to have access to this is in collaboration with DataCamp. You're going to have access to DataCamp, 1 year license. So this 1 year license costs $300 to $500 if you want to purchase, to get on your own. So it's included, with this DataCamp. You are going to have access to more than 3,500 plus, courses. We are going to assign some courses to you because you're going to be overloaded with DataCamp and BBDS program. But you are most welcome to study other courses if you have time to do that. So, questions, concerns about this?
Yeah, the one should have machine learning language as an experience for doing data science.
No, brother, no, that's not the case. And I'm gonna share my story, guys, with you guys to motivate you. I used to work for, and I believe some of you might already know this. I used to work for, Bank of Scotland, Royal Bank of Scotland for 5 years. And my title was always service delivery analyst. So my responsibilities were ITIL, means I was responsible for change management, incident management, request management, all those type of managements. I was the liaison between the business and the IT. Until this happened around in 2014. September of 2014. So someone somehow changed my title from service delivery analyst to data analyst. So I was not aware of the change. So it happened that I was transferred from one department to a different department, and I carried on my new title, which was data analyst. But I was not aware of it. All I know, I was hired as as a service delivery analyst. So it happened that they hired a new IT director, and this IT director assigned a project to me based on the title she had in front of her. That is Mommy Dwani is a data analyst. So I was given a project, a 3 months project. I struggled. I knew I was going to be, I knew that, that if I don't do it, I will lose the job. I never knew that I'm going to lose the job anyway, because I've been working for them for almost 5 years. Happy life, happy family, good money, and this and that. Until this happened, so you cannot imagine that after 3 months, this IT director came to my office. She took my badge, took my, shut down my took my laptop, shut down my access to everything, my emails and everything, and she kicked me out of the company. That morning, I was driving home crying, because now I have to think about how to bring some food to the table, how to keep the family under one roof. So it was a nightmare. I was crying, and the moment I came home, to my office, I asked myself a very simple question, and I asked, why did I lose the job? And and the answer was clear: because I was a victim of a data analyst. I did not know at the time that this happened in September 2014. I did not know there is something called Python or R or Tableau or data science or machine learning. I knew nothing about all these technologies. All what I knew is I have to wake up, I have to be at work by 9, I have to do some change management, some management processes, etc. And I have to leave by 5. That is my routine. So now, I decided, I made a promise that I'm going to, because I was a victim of data analyst, I made a promise to study data analyst regardless of what's going to cost me. And Alhamdulillah, at the time I had 2 master degrees. So I was enrolled at the Maryland University with a 3rd master in data analytics. And the moment I got into the program, I said, this happened 3 months later, I said, Alhamdulillah, that I lost my job. So I started learning data science. I started learning, R and Python and Tableau and technologies, etc. This is how I came into knowing this machine learning without any programming background, without, regardless of my age, regardless of my background. I was able, Alhamdulillah, I managed to learn this technologies. So all what is required from you, because in the past I have so many questions from brothers and sisters across the country asking, brother, I don't have an IT background, brother, I'm 50, I am this and this. Brothers and sisters, just put that behind you. All what you need to be a superhero data scientist is 2 things: is patience and commitment. And I promise you are going to be a data scientist regardless of your background. Just be patient and commit. You are gonna make it.
Brother, I have a question. Yeah,
sure.
In regards to job placement, we live in Wisconsin, and is it possible for get a job in Wisconsin? And what's the chances?
There is a forecast. A forecast that by the year 2023. There is going to be 23 million jobs in the US market only in data science.
Alhamdulillah.
So you are going to get a job regardless.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
So all I care, what you have to worry about is not the job, brother, is you have to worry about your dedication and commitment and the time you are going to invest to learn these technologies.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yep. Yeah, one thing I would say to everyone, I work in a corporate world too. And without data, the company cannot progress. So
That's
what
true,
brother is saying is absolutely correct.
That's true, yes.
So data is kind of the predictive analysis for them, where they have to take their company to.
That's
so
true.
I used to do the data analysis for my warranty of my products and take it to over there. Now my wife wants to get into the same field, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, brother.
That's good, yes. So now most of the companies, they don't make, they are moving into what we call data-driven decision. So they are not going to make a decision unless they consult with the data. And to consult with the data, we are going to need someone with the skills to consult the data, and that is you. you a data scientist or data analyst or machine learning engineer. So brothers and sisters, you got to learn data science not to get a job. Forget about the job. Don't learn data science to get a job. The job is going to be there. Learn data science to secure your spot in the future. So, and you don't have to take my program, you know. If you have time, you have money, go do a master degree. If you don't have money, you don't have time, learn data science on your own. There are so many things online that you can, that is going to help you to learn data science on your own. But if you decide to take our program, of course, we are going to treat you like our brothers and sisters. We are not going to deceive you. We are not going to lie to you. We are going to do whatever it takes, you know, it will take us to make you a superhero data scientist, inshallah. And we have some beautiful stories. Just in the last 3 months, alhamdulillah, wallahi, 3 of our students, they got a job in data science. Just in the last 3 months, alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khair, Brother Mo. Inshallah, we are almost over our time. So Jazakallah khair for all your time. By the way, everybody, this is Dawood Ahmed. I am one of the co-founder of ALMPG. We have been doing sessions with Brother Mo almost from last 3 years. Alhamdulillah, he is a blessing to the community. It doesn't matter. Here is my take on data science and learning data science, right? I myself, I'm a senior level professional in, I work as a principal consultant in my company. I work for a healthcare client here in Los Angeles, right? I work with data every single day. In fact, I have worked on data structure or a model or I can say reports on COVID for our company, which is used by hundreds of people every single day. And I know, and people know the importance of data. And data is going to be, you know, it is already the next big thing. It's going to be still the next big thing for at least a decade or more. You never know after that what's going to happen. But, you know, if you are in the market looking for a new career, or if you are starting your new career, here is my advice, you know. Alhamdulillah, we as ALMPG team, we have advised hundreds, literally, alhamdulillah, hundreds of students and professionals regarding jobs and what career they need to choose. Data science is one of that career. You know, you can become a data analyst, you know, data scientist, you can become a lot of things, but this field is not going to die so soon. There were so many other fields which are dying now, but data science is like, you know, it just started like few years back. So it is still new in the market. It still needs to grow a lot. So this is like, you know, it's a good time for all of us to get into this. You know, our community should be, I would say, you know, forefront in data science. But I believe in that because it's going to be the next big thing. You know, it is already the next big thing. I don't know if you all can see my screen. So alhamdulillah, you know, put some effort. Doesn't matter where you want to learn from. There are a lot of platforms online. There are a lot of things, okay? There are free platforms online as well. But believe me, you need somebody to push you. And if you want that pushing force, you know, I think Brother Mo, inshallah, you know, he's a good person. I have actually taken one of his course when he just started, I think back in 2016, Brother Mo. So alhamdulillah, he was actually raising fund for a masajid, and he said, you know, just pay like, I think that time his course was like 3 months or 2 months course. We paid him like $500-600, and he asked us, you know, whenever you want to repeat that course, feel free. And alhamdulillah, his course are like not just a course, it's like a full master course. So alhamdulillah, 29 weeks, that's a lot, Brother Mo, by the way.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we're trying. Yeah, the reason, yes, brother. That's so few of my students, they are complaining about that. But we don't want you to invest money-wise, time-wise, and effort-wise, and don't get the job. So 29 weeks will get you a job, inshallah. That is the plan for, you know, for making a long, you know, for extending the length of the program.
No, but believe me, no, at 29 weeks for at least 10-15 years to invest that time of that amount of time for a job, for a career, I would not mind, if I'm pretty serious about becoming a data scientist or a data analyst. That is, alhamdulillah, it's a full-fledged course. I mean, I myself, Brother Mo, by the way, I am chasing you. I have completed 2 masters. I am on my 3rd one. So I'm catching up to you. So, but alhamdulillah, we have spent, that, and I know that we have spent thousands of dollars literally. For one individual course in our master program, we spent like $2,300. I think in my first master, I spent $3,300 for one course. This is a full-fledged career course. So if you guys are thinking that $3,000, oh, that's too much. No. Believe me, that's nothing to what you compare with the master course. I have spent myself $70,000 on 2 masters. I did from Bridgeport University in Connecticut. So that is not a big amount for a good future or a career. So alhamdulillah, I advise this, if you can find something better outside, go ahead, take it. But if you're not able to find something outside, please feel free to reach out to Brother Mo. Brother Mo, may I share your direct contact number so if anybody can reach out to you?
By the way, my email address, if you want to correct it, is going to be mamedwani@bbds.ma.
Okay, hold on. Let me change that. bbds.ma. MA. What does MA stand for?
Morocco.
Okay. And your phone number, please.
Yeah, 678.
678.
209. 9780.
9780.
Yes,
Okay,
and as a matter of fact,
please,
brother, just one thing to mention. The program is going to start. The program is going to start next week. So please reach out to me. We are gonna let you take the program for 2 weeks, free. So at least you are going to learn a lot free of charge for 2 weeks. After that, if you make a decision to join us officially, you are you are welcome. Otherwise, at least you are going to learn a lot of stuff in those 2 weeks. So please reach out to me. I will be happy to register you for 2 weeks, inshallah, free of charge.
Jazakallah khair, mashallah. You are being very lenient, alhamdulillah, and very helpful to the community. So Jazakallah khair. May Allah reward you with more, and may Allah bless you with more. Brothers, he's a gem of our community. ALMPG supports such gems in our community. ALMPG is a platform not just for professionals, but we also help, mashallah, entrepreneurs. So Brother Mo Medwani, he took a risk, and alhamdulillah, it's paying off. He lost a job. As I say, it's a good thing for the community. Alhamdulillah, it's because of he losing his job, we got him in our community to help hundreds of students, alhamdulillah. By the way, just a quick update on ALMPG. We have more courses coming up. If anybody is interested on a regulatory affair course, we are doing a free crash course coming up on August 8th. Feel free to register. It's a free course. Anybody can register. We have Brother, I forgot his name, but there is a brother who has, Brother Moise. He's the one who's going to teach this course. We have conducted such course before. This is free of cost, okay? So the ALMPG does not cost, ask you for any money. It's a free platform. You just come in here and learn, inshallah. And then also we have a free crash course coming up on machine learning and Python for beginners. That's on September 5th. Feel free to register. Alhamdulillah, we have brothers, gems from our community who are coming forward and helping the community out. And ALMPG itself, if you haven't registered yet, it's a platform for community. You can put jobs post here. You can request for job help. You can put any kind of help, professional help you are looking for. If you are looking for freelancing work, accommodation, training, and whatever, we support professionals, we support entrepreneurs, we support trainers in our community. It's a full-fledged platform. And by the way, just last night, Brother Ilyas, who is also a co-founder of ALMPG, informed us that we have reached a new height. We now have 8,000 plus members on ALMPG. Alhamdulillah, it's a big success for all of us. So this makes ALMPG one of the largest platform for Muslim professionals in the US, by the way. So alhamdulillah, we are helping the community out since 2014. We officially launched in 2017, but we were on a Google group. So alhamdulillah, make use of this free platform. There is nothing, it will cost you. You can, if you don't need help, you can join in and you can help somebody else who is in need. So alhamdulillah, it's a platform to give and take, not just take. So make sure you register and become a part of it. If you are already a member, invite others so that they can become a part of ALMPG, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, we are working day and night on ALMPG to collaborate with big clients and vendors to get jobs for the community, and alhamdulillah, we are pretty much close to doing that, alhamdulillah, and we are still putting a lot of jobs on ALMPG. Feel free to use those jobs and fill up those positions. You can become a member, spread the word, volunteer with us if you want. Just like, Brother Mo, you can also volunteer and support the community with any courses or any trainings you want. And you can partner with us or advertise with us, that keeps us running. Alhamdulillah, you can reach out to us at moderator@almpg.com. Again, this is the time to say goodbye. My closing note would be, alhamdulillah, it's a good opportunity to learn data science. It has a future, as Brother Mohammed Wani said. There will be millions of jobs in coming future, and I do not have a second thought on that. Believe me, data is the next big thing. In my department, alhamdulillah, I'm the data guy. We are 2 people in there, and people respect us a lot. I deal with a lot of people every single day, heads of department, and they admire the data insight we give them. So it's a good thing, not just for you, but also for companies and communities. I work for a non-profit organization, by the way, my company is. So I am actually helping the community out. Not just I'm getting paid for that, but I am also satisfied that I'm not just helping my company, but also community at large. So alhamdulillah, so that is also one of the motivating factor for me to learn more into data science and analytics. So this is your brother Dawood Ahmed. I want to close with this dua. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wal asr innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihat wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. Jazakumullah khair for joining in today. This is your brother Dawood Ahmed with brother Ilyas and Brother Mohammed Wani. Jazakallah one more time. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.